Judy, see how my hair
Hey, Ryan.
is ever so lovingly crazy right now? I would
Yes.
love to say that that's because I am in full costume for this Halloween edition of the show. But in actuality, this is just my hair. I'm gonna take my headphones off for a second because I want this is just the crazy mane that I have, right? Especially
hmm
after I take it out of my man bun at a full day of work. Normally, I don't go outside until it's nightfall. But the other day, Thor, and damn it, Thor, he was like really like, Dad, I gotta go outside. Dad, I gotta go outside. Dad, Dad, Dad. So I took him out and I hadn't really like run my hands through my hair yet. So like
Uh-huh.
this part was kind of over here still. And I was like, it's okay. I'll get through it because, no one will be out here. It'll be fine. And then
Yeah.
right at the end, as I was getting ready to go into the house, a
hmm
husky comes up on me.
Ooh.
No leash, no nothing, comes up on me.
Oh.
And thankfully it's a friendly husky, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sniffing Thor, and I'm in full panic mode at this point because I know at any second Thor could bark and I could be like, oh God, Thor's not alive anymore. How am I gonna
Right.
And so thankfully the owner of the dog comes up. She got off her leash, obviously. But I'm just realizing that while I'm talking to him and having to convince him that everything is fine, that I'm not worried about his dog, he's looking at this crazy mane in front of him in full broad daylight, wondering what kind of a man is possessed to look like this outside during daytime. Welcome to a conversation with Judy and Ryan. I'm going to put my hat on because that's what we do around here. Happy Halloween!
Whoop whoop.
I'm your resident demigod Maui. As you could probably
Hey,
tell
Melly.
by my awesome tattoos.
I loved it.
And you are a devil?
I guess. Yeah. I just did a little. Okay. So for those who are watching on our YouTubes and I'm sure eventually on our TikToks,
At TAB,
I
POD. Wow, 3 minutes in, she's telling me to clip stuff.
that's a new record, y'all. No, I drew little horns and I have like a little devil tail and yeah, I just wanted to keep it cute and sexy, I guess.
Okay. Oh, do you, boo? Do you? As I was saying earlier, welcome to a conversation with Judy and Ryan. It's right here on YouTube at TABPOD. Please check us out on all of the platforms, including, Spotify, Podbean, any Apple, iTunes,
Amazon, maybe.
What? Yeah. I'm really getting tired of talking about just do it. Just follow us.
Follow us.
Also,
yes.
if you hear any weird sounds in the back, it's not that the house is haunted on the special edition of Halloween conversation. It's because the EP decided to cook Thor's weekly meal during the show. Of all the times she could have chosen during the recording of the show. And I know why it is. It's not that he doesn't think that this show is important. No. I'm not going to say that. What I will say is that Thor is more important to her than my show is. That I will say. Whose fault is that? I'm just saying. So if you hear any random sounds, like I said, it's not ghosts, it's not haunted over here. It's just,
it's just our EP.
Chef Boyar EP. There we go. Oh, Judy, how's your week been?
You know what? It's been good considering it's only Tuesday.
fair. That is fair. We have another early recording this week because life. What, you're going to a concert, right?
No.
No?
Not this week, no.
Oh, okay. Was that last week?
Yeah.
Okay. I really know schedules around here. Okay.
You have your son's one of the sporting things this week.
Yeah. Baseball got canceled, so we don't have it anymore. But, either way, we're here.
Regardless, we're here.
Want to wish everyone a happy Halloween.
Yes, woo! You guys doing anything? Is that still
Here's a quick question.
What? Oh,
here's a quick question for you. Do you do spooky baskets?
No.
Okay. I was just because that's becoming a thing now, apparently.
Is it similar to like the Easter baskets where you kind of pile it up with Easter things and chocolates and eggs and
but this is like if it's an Easter basket and Halloween it's Easter and Valentine's Day having a Halloween baby, right? So you make a spooky basket for your significant other on Halloween look, man, honestly, this is the new spend $7,000 on a wedding ring marketing type shit. Okay. Someone at Michael E. Minden or Zales or somewhere was like, yo, what we do is we start getting them to do spooky baskets now. And in 30 years, they have to get diamond encrusted pumpkins for Halloween. I'm telling you, I saw it work with the running ring. 2 months salary? Are you fucking kidding me? I got them to do 2 months salary on a ring. Okay, that could have been a down payment on a house back in the day, and I got them to pay for a fucking ring.
So you're saying is you're getting our EP a spooky basket?
No, she tricked me. And I did the stupid thing. Okay. She asked me if I would want to do a spooky basket.
Okay.
And I said, no, of course not. Why would I ever want to do such a thing?
Right.
And then I realized, I was like, oh, you were asking me because you want to do it. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, well, the cat's out of the bag on this one. I guess I'm not doing it this year. But it's definitely like there's going to be a makeup spooky basket at some point because you can't just leave them hanging like that.
I never heard of spooky baskets, but okay.
And leaving them hanging brings me to my first point. Okay, I'm full. Yeah. I'm full of uppityness today. I don't even know the right word. I'm just like, I'm raring to go.
Mm-hmm.
Have you? Well, I know you haven't because I was very surprised to find out you had no idea who this person was. But for anyone out there, I'm asking the royal you, have you heard of the comedian Matt Rife?
What about him, though? Like, I looked him up and I'm like, why does he look like
Now, what do you mean, why does he look like that? I'm genuinely curious.
So when I first Googled him, the first picture that comes up is like, it's just his face, and I don't like his face.
Oh no, not a picture of his face.
I was like, oh,
he your descriptions as to why you don't like things, Judy.
Like, I'm telling, it's just certain people. I look at them and I was like, I don't like their face. I don't know what to tell you.
So that's fine. I will give you that. He possibly has a face that you might want to throw a football at. But can you also say that he is a genuinely good-looking, like subjectively, whatever, unbiasedly, can you say that he is good-looking?
He has like that typical white boy fitness influencer look.
He looks like an Abercrombie and Fitch model, okay? For the older viewing audience, for anyone who doesn't spend all day on TikTok, He looks like an
Mhm.
Abercrombie and Fitch model's wet, like the person who was like, I need these people at the front of my store. He was
Yes.
dreaming of a Matt Rife type.
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly them. Yep, that's him.
And
Good one.
the thing with him is, and now look, I'm not going to say he's not a good comedian. I think he's very funny. I think that
Mhm.
it's great that he is being a success at what he wants to do. But he had a joke that I take exception to.
Oh.
Well, I dropped my pad. I took so much exception to it. I dropped my note.
You were so angry.
Oh,
I gotta throw my pad down. Like,
okay. I got my pad back. All right.
okay. Good
But
job.
he has a joke where he is talking about being a girl's best friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying that he's learning all of the things about that girl while she's dating somebody else, what she likes, what she doesn't like, all these things, right? Some decent nuggets of knowledge, right? But his point is that at the end of it, when she breaks up with that guy, he's going to have all of the knowledge to take her down, right? And the reason, and this is the kicker to the joke, right? The reason is because she gave him all of the infinity stones in order to do this, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't a ghost. It was our EP. Just
I was like, oh, hey, Alex, just going through.
Yeah, whatever. I'm so befuddled. Ryanism. But he talks about how she's given him the infinity stones, right? And that's how he'll be able to just, take over whatever. And maybe that's why other guys should be afraid that you're dating. I don't know. I haven't seen the whole bit. I just saw the funny parts, right?
Mm-hmm.
My point, though, bitch, you're the infinity gauntlet already. Look at you. It's not like you look like me and you need all the infinity stones to take the motherfucking Avengers down. No, you are already fucking half of the shit that you need in order to take the whole thing down.
Right.
He's talking, I got the infinity. It doesn't count if you get a head start, Matt.
Very true. Very true. He's basically like what? Like a Thor, Captain America combined type thing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm over here. I need stuff. Not now. I don't need any stuff. She's looking at me. Shit. Never mind.
Moving along, I guess.
I don't need any more. We don't need to talk about this subject anymore. I think my point has been made. Oh shit! When I dropped it, I lost every. Okay, no, we're good. All right,
we're good. Yeah.
So last week,
still there.
Last week I did mention I have some co-parenting chronicles that I need to get out there.
Yes.
And one of the first one I'm going to talk about with you, I want to get your actual opinion on it. It's not going to change my mind on anything, but maybe you tell me something. It's like, oh, I had not thought about it.
Okay.
So everyone knows that I smoke a lot of medicine, right? It's just part of who I am. It's to me, it's the same thing as taking my antidepressants every day. And you can like that, hate it, believe it, not believe it, whatever. Like that's fine. I'm not saying everyone should be like me. Believe me, I'm saying no one should be like me. But what I am saying is that it works for me. And now also in doing that, I am a true believer that I do not hide things from my nuclear family, right? The people that I live with. I try not to hide anything from anyone, but especially them, right? So my point is, I got the 7-year-old and I smoke my medicine in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
He understands what it is. He asked me questions about it. I have no way, shape, or form will I let him do it until it's legal, right?
Right.
But
Yeah.
I do it so that he's doesn't see me just running off to the corner all the time. What the fuck's dad doing? He's always
Right. Yeah.
weird. And he comes back, he's hungry. I don't get it. God. So I guess the kid had brought it up to someone that his mom knows.
Mm-hmm.
And I know who this person was, but I'm using people don't need to know all the details, so I'm trying to make it
Yeah, of course.
right? So he brought it up to someone that his mom knows, and they asked her about it, and she brought it up to me, and she was like, hey, so like literally it was as if she was a 90s sports agent caricature. Hey, so like Asher was talking and he was saying that you were smoking out of something, and what he was describing sounded like a bong. And I was like, there's no way you could ever do something like that. And I was like, no, yeah, I do. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. And she goes, well, could you not? And I'm just sitting here. And from my perspective, it's no different than drinking, right? If you're going to have a White Claw or a beer or a mixed drink by the pool, in your home, whatever, then it's no different than sparking up. Like I said, that's my opinion. My opinion may vary from your opinion. I don't know. My opinion never killed anyone of psoriasis. But whatever, or not psoriasis, cirrhosis. Psoriasis is, I don't know.
Is your skin disease?
Would you be dumping the alcohol onto your head to cause the psoriasis? Anyway, so she brings that up, and I'm just, it took everything in me to just not do anything other than be calm and in the moment. And thank God it was like a normal day. I really, really would have been scared for everyone if it was one of those like bad days where I'm like, oh, I wish someone would right now. Let's go. Right?
You're like, I got the time.
Yeah. Look, I got my hook. We ready. Gang, gang. What's up? Maui gang. But I stayed very calm, and it's like, well, I don't hide anything from him. And she's well, blah, 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 blah. And as I was saying, I take a very specific course of conversation when it comes to what she does in her parenting of him. She does a lot of things that I'm not a fan of, right? But that's her right to do. I believe that as long as she doesn't do anything that puts his life in danger, then it's not my place to say anything, right?
Right.
So for her to come in and try to tell me to just like fundamentally change my life when I've never once hid the fact that I do that, right?
Right.
So it's not like you're coming in brand new just because Asher now is able to talk to people about it and you're embarrassed. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
But B, you should not have the gumption. That's me being polite. That's why I said gumption. Ryanism. For you to have the gumption to try and tell me how to live my life in any way, shape, or form, just, it really sets me off, right? Because guess what? I do smoke a lot. I smoke more than most people would be able to handle in one day. I smoke more than most people can handle for a month. Okay. And look, that's not me being like, oh, look at me. No, It's just actual, okay?
Right.
And I'm not saying that that works for a lot of people, but guess what? It works for me because I show up at work every day, to within a degree, because sometimes mental health breaks, right? But I show up to work. I'm the number one producer at my job. My kid is happy and healthy, and I have an open communication with him about it, in which I've told him, if you don't like that I'm doing it, let me know. And I've told him too, I was like, it doesn't mean I'm going to stop, but it does mean that we can talk about it and see. You'll understand when you're a parent, okay? It doesn't mean I'm going to stop, but it does mean that we can have an open communication about it and possibly be able to do something that'll make you feel more comfortable with it, right?
Right, yeah.
Because if you just acquiesce to everything that a kid asks, it would be oh my God, it would just be the worst possible thing that you could ever do. But I did want to find out from you, right? Because you're someone whose opinion I do trust begrudgingly. But I want to know, like, what do you think about the situation?
I would say the situation kind of changed once it became legal out there. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I think that whole thing's because now it's basically equivalent to like smoking cigarettes, right? That's how I see it.
Fair enough.
I don't know, but I don't see the issue in that sense because you are having like this open communication with them, and it's not like you're forcing it on him. Like, here, son, take a hit. Like, no, that's not where you're going with this. I think if you had this,
no, you stay away from my stuff. If it's even a gram light, I'm taking that ass. Sorry.
But I guess the conversation would be different if, like it was like 5 years ago. Because then he's saying like you're doing something illegal. See,
right.
But now there's not that stigma that it's illegal or, criminalizing, I guess.
No,
so
1,000%.
That's my stance on it.
1,000%. I 1,000,000% agree with you on that. Here's the thing too. I didn't even start smoking until it was legal out here. Like, I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh, I never smoked it. No, if it's at a party or whatever. But I was the kind of guy, I think I've told you in the past, I was the kind of guy, I didn't know how to ask for it. So like everyone at the party was high and I was like, oh man, cool. Right?
Yeah.
And so eventually I would run into one of my friends who would be actively smoking, be like, oh, it's the thing. You want to smoke? Ah! Right? Because I was more of a child then than I am now, if you can imagine.
Right.
So I didn't start smoking like this, especially until it became legal out here. I have talked to you about this. I have my medical card. In fact, I need to actually, no, I don't have it as of right now. I need to get it again because mine's expired. Right. But because to me, it really is a medicine that helps me in so many different ways. So just like some people think Jesus is a medicine, I swear I feel the light of the Lord, the Savior in my butt. No, you're not feeling better because of that. It just makes you feel better. Right. So maybe that's your medicine, though, because it releases the endorphins and overall you're just a happier, healthier person. That's fine. Do you?
It's fine. Yeah.
So
that's my stance on it. And just because you do it, and I don't know what the ex's like real issue with it, if it's just like, does she think you're going to influence him to do that when he grows up? Or, I don't know her stance on it, and I really don't care because I don't know her like that.
I don't know. Disclaimer. I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. Disclaimer. Right?
Yeah. Right.
But she knew about the smoking and the smoking around / in front of him before this incident. So to me, it feels like she just is bringing this up because she's embarrassed. I don't know. Like she was embarrassed because he brought it up to somebody else, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, and maybe it's just she forgot and had a moment of clarity about it and wanted to bring it up again. That's totally understandable too. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter what the reason is. you don't have a right to interject into my life in any way, shape, or form outside of, does it physically or emotionally scar this child that we have?
Mm-hmm.
And if the answer is no, and I get it, you can psychologize a kid to be able to do whatever. You brainwash a little mind so easily. I get that, right? That is why I try to have such an open communication with him so that he doesn't feel. That's why he's such, to be quite honest, that's why he's such a little confident asshole. Okay, because I have full conversations with him about stuff, and now he feel, oh, I'm an adult. I have a conversation with dad. I know. So, but that's my point. And I keep it open enough with him so that he does feel like he has a voice, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he'll be the first one to be like, no, it's totally fine. Like, you exhale and I do the thing and I get out of the way and we're good. You know? But the day he starts saying, hey, it's really fucking with my mental health that you do that. Okay, we'll have a conversation. We'll see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you? Do you need a puff? I'm kidding. I would not. I'm kidding.
Okay.
But that leads me to the next thing, right? So I am the one she needs to worry about, apparently, because of the fact that I smoke in front of him.
Okay.
So we had parent-teacher conferences.
Ooh, yes.
And she signed up for her day, didn't bring up anything, didn't say anything to us. By us, I mean me and the EP, because let's be honest, I don't know how to schedule a child meeting. I don't know how to do that. She takes care of the school stuff. I show up.
Yeah.
So so the mom scheduled her meeting on her own. We scheduled ours. She didn't talk to it about. We could see that she had scheduled it, but she never brought it up to us, right?
Okay.
So we scheduled another day. She texts us the morning of our appointment, right?
Okay.
She's like, hey, just want to let you know, I don't know if you signed up or not, but my my appointment's today, blah, blah, blah. And we both, me and the EP, look at each other. We just go, interesting. Because we thought your appointment was yesterday.
Right.
And so we texted her that. Well, EP texted her that. And then showed her a picture of the schedule. And sure as shit, her appointment was the day before.
Okay.
So she, trying to be a good parent about it, says, damn, can I come to yours? Okay, cool. It's today at 1:50. Hope you can make it.
Right.
Oh, that's not going to work. How about I FaceTime? So the person,
the ex,
feels the need to interject how I live my life, is unable to remember her own schedule enough so that she is now needing my help, my pothead having over abusive smoke so much in front of my child it's going to turn him into a dope fiend self. She needs to call my phone to be able to be part of this parent-teacher conference.
Yeah.
And by my phone, I mean the EP's phone, because this is also what happened when I got to the meeting. I was the first. The pothead was the first one to get there. Okay. The irresponsible one was the first one to get to the meeting. And our EP was running a couple minutes behind because traffic was a nightmare. And so it's just me and the teacher. And the teacher's, trying to make small talk. And she's asking me like, oh, what do you do for a living? I work at the insurance emporium. Oh, do you like it? Not at all.
Yeah.
And then I was going to be like, well, I have hobbies. I do stuff on the side. I have this awesome podcast. But then I realized I can't talk about my podcast to my son's teacher, not only because like it's not appropriate, but also I did talk about how I might have had sex with one of her students' mothers at some point. All that.
No.
So while I'm stalling with this teacher, who is, just so you can also understand people, she's like 26 from Utah. So just super nice. Think she is a darling, but just so like kind of country. And I'm going to leave it at that. Just take that however you want to take it. Okay.
Okay.
And as I'm trying to stall, the ex calls me and he's trying to FaceTime, and nope. Click. You know why? Because I also personally never agreed to do the FaceTime. So I was being petty. Also, what was I going to, hey, yeah, we're not ready yet. Bye. Like, what am I going to do?
I mean, yeah, you could have done that.
Guess what? Take no prisoners in war. And divorce is war.
You sound so beaten up by it. Divorce is war.
Honestly, I had what you would call a easy divorce, right? We didn't really fight about anything to split up. I tried to be as fair to her as possible. I feel like she tried to be as fair to me as possible. It's still been a fucking bloodbath, okay? There's just so many times when I wish I was like in the mafia and hey, Vinny, let's go get the car and take her ass to the mattresses. You know, there's just so many times that I want to do stuff like that, but I can't. And what's real bad is this person who I want to sometimes inflict copious amounts of verbal and physical abuse on, who I wouldn't. Okay, not a disclaimer. This is actual fact. I would never do anything to purposefully harm this woman, no matter how much I may feel that she deserves it because she's a bitch sometimes. But that's my own bias because she's my ex. Anyway, I got what was I talking about?
Parent-teacher conference, still stalling. We were waiting for EP to get there. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, we got to all that. I was on a roll with something, and then I just lost it because she has that effect on my brain.
But you were being petty, so what did she eventually get? Like,
she called EP, and then the EP called her back as soon as she actually got there, right? So I was being petty for petty's sake. No, that's not a good way to put it. I mean, I was. That's a very apt way to put it, but I was being petty with the understanding that someone else was going to not be petty. And
I get it.
I think if you are petty with the knowledge that someone else will make up for that, it's fine. It's like what CEOs of companies do when they dump toxic waste into harbors and kill baby, right? But then they get you to donate through them to, clean up waste management on baby ducks, and then they get to use all those donations as tax refunds because they are the ones who did the good thing. They took your money and gave it to the people, so they get to reap the benefit. And so that's what I'm saying. I knew a good thing was going to happen, so I reaped the benefit of that.
I guess if you put it that way.
Look, man, I don't like that she calls my phone. Let's be honest, okay?
Right.
Like,
yeah, it's always something, right? Whenever you see her name pop up, like,
yeah, exactly. It's like when you get a certified letter. It's never good. No one's ever been sent a certified letter and it was something good. It might end up as something good eventually, but it starts as Pappy died, and then you have to go to get the fucking will read. But the certified letter said that someone died, okay? It's never good. I had a customer at the insurance emporium. She got a certified letter from the DMV. You know what she said to me?
What?
I asked her, oh, what's the letter say? I don't know. I haven't answered it. There's no way it's good. Anything good. There's no way any part of this is good. I haven't opened it. Well, ma'am, I don't know what to tell you to do if you haven't been able to open the letter. Yeah, but it's certified. It's a certified. It cannot be good.
Oh man, I guess you know what? That's right. Because all the certified letters I've sent for work were like our company terminating a vendor's contract. So
See, you see,
I get it. I get it.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me have the first 40 minutes of the show to just.
No, I wanted to ask real quick, randomly. I saw your ex pop up on People I May Know on TikTok. I was like, why does she still use your last name?
Oh, okay.
Like that's something I wanted. Like I actually really did want to ask you.
No,
and I go,
yeah, okay. So
it's very random
about this. She uses my last name because it's because because she's fucking lazy, okay? That's why. Because she's fucking lazy. And it's too much of an issue or a problem, or it was too... Because here's what happened, right? When you initially get married, there's when you go to the courthouse, or at some point, I didn't have to do it, so I'm not remembering it too well, right? At some point, they ask you, what do you want your new name to be, right? And when we got married, she couldn't change it and just do the easy 1-for-1 because she needed to keep her name on her ID the same as on her passport for 6 months because we were going out of the country. Like it was because of whatever Patriot Act law, she had to have her name the same for 6 months before traveling outside the country. So after she gets back from that, she now has to go through like the whole legal name change process that, like, if I want to change my name to Susan Sarandon, that I would have to tell Thor to shut up in Texas.
Can you hear him?
I did, yeah.
Oh, he's outside. He's been wanting to come in, but Keith is already asleep and I'm recording, so I can't let him in. Like, I'm sorry, Rocket. Like, we'll get there.
She had to go through the whole like actual name changing process, which is a bit harder than when you get married and you could just do it easily, right? So because she went through such a process, she now is forever with my last name until someone please marry her. Someone, anyone, just so she can have your last name. Watch, I guarantee you she would divorce them and be a real dickhead and fucking take my last name back. I guarantee that's what would happen.
I like that I asked that because Keith and I have been married for, a year and a half now, and I've not changed my last name.
You felt intimidated by taking on a real man's name? I totally get it.
No, it's one thing that, like, Keith isn't, like, forcing me, like, I need you to take my last name, like, this, you know? And so I haven't found the need to, like, go and do the whole process. But randomly, my dad brought up, like, I was just talking to him and he was like, why haven't you changed your last name? And I go, what? Like, he took offense to this. And I don't know if it's just because my dad is like old school, but I go, why why do you have such like a big issue with me not changing my last name? And
he's got a bet
I just didn't think
somebody. He's got a bet like he's gonna be fully married and off to somebody else, And then one of the rules of the bet was like, okay, fine, she got to take his last name too. Like, I get it. Usually she got to do it too. And your dad's over here, yo, Judy, I got 35 days left, okay? I'm on the last leg of the fucking parlay. You hook it up.
It's just, and I don't know if it's like a millennial thing, because I know a lot of my friends who've gotten married who don't have their husband's last names, but I don't know. I'm very conflicted. Like, yeah, I wouldn't mind changing my last name. Like, I just have to go through the process. But like, if my husband's not like forcing me to, like, he's like, I need you to change your last name right now. Like,
right. Well,
I don't.
And that's how I've been on the matter too, where I'm just like, I don't really care if you want to hyphenate, if you don't want it. Like, I don't care. I'm not even that big on marriage, believe it or not. I only do it because the women I'm in relationships with are like, if you don't marry me, then my life take it out on you by slitting your throat. Like, that's just what happens. But with that, with the whole last name thing, both of them, both my ex and my future ex, both say, I want right? I'm just like, okay. I mean, it's a cool last name. There's like it's one of 5 because my dad made the name when he moved to America, so there's not many of us out there, right? So I don't know. I'll take her last name. I don't care. No, I won't. My last name is cool. Fuck that. We keep our own.
That's what Keith said. Keith's like, I'll take your last name if you want me to. I'm like, okay.
Damn. I don't want to say what I'm thinking. Anyway, when we come back, we are, you know what? I got this fucking girl math. I have so much to say about girl math. I'm so over it. Girl math, and Judy's got some life update. Whew, let's slow it down.
What were you saying? Yeah.
Judy has some life updates, and we're going to get to all of that. And if we have some time, sports, unfortunately, no Rob Salas this week because they were on a bye. But we'll keep. Shut up, Thor! All the way in Texas. We'll be right back right here on.
We'll be right back
with Judy and Ryan. Woo woo woo
woo.
Welcome back to a Halloween edition of A Conversation with Judy and Ryan right here, YouTube at TABPOD. Also find us on TikTok and wherever you social media at TABPOD. I am your resident demigod, Maui, hook and all. And we got like I mean, it's hot.
She-devil.
It's a hot she-devil, but like you look like the kind of girl right now. Like, you look like you forgot that there was a costume party, and you were just like, oh, okay, don't worry, I'm gonna go as a devil. I got a whole thing planned, and then this is how you show up.
Yeah, and I would just have like a red dress. I just didn't have a red dress on me. I would have thrown that on though.
Honestly, I would give you no diss, like no shade. I would give you full costume credit if you had a red dress on.
Yeah, I figured. So, I know. Damn.
Oh man. So Judy,
yes,
I've been on a tear this week. Something has had me so upset.
Okay.
I cannot with this thing.
Okay. I'm excited.
That thing is girl math.
I love girl math.
How? Oh God. Okay. How do you love it?
It's funny. Okay. I feel that if I was talking to another girl, they would just find it funny because that's like how we think. And there's so many people on the social media. And I gotta tell you, there's this one lady who I followed. She blocked me because I said it's not that, like, girl math's not that serious. It's just for the funny ha-has, right?
Okay, that's fine. So you're the first I have talked to 7 different women at this point of varying ages. You're the first one, now maybe it's because they were poking the bear, and I was so invigorated by this topic, I didn't realize that they were poking me for the fun of it. But every single person, no one has brought up to me that it's for the funny ha-has of it. They have all 100% tried to just legitimately justify why these things are fact, why they are good budgeting tools.
Okay.
And that's where I just fly off the handle. Okay, I cannot. The one, and I know you have a list of things. I'm pretty sure that you have like a list of.
I do.
Okay, so yes. I was going to give an explanation as to one, but you know what? I'm gonna let you do it, and then maybe I'll find something that is actually financially cogent. But until then, it's not a Ryanism. It's a financialism. Okay, but until then, please.
Okay, let me just read you some of my personal favorite ones.
So just so you know, everyone, that if it's bad, I'm going to say why it's bad. So you might want to give me like a half second of time before you get to the next one.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. If I pay for something in cash, it's technically free.
No! This is the one especially. No, it's not free. It is not free just because you paid for it in cash, okay? You know why? And I get it, because, well, when I budget, it's because I budget with what's in my bank account. And no, that's not how a budget works. A budget is money incoming versus money outgoing. So you don't budget based on your bank account unless you have a stupidly high bank account that makes so much money in interest every day that you do not have to work, and it is actually your sole source of income. Then we have a different story. But for the regular American person, your job or your income from said job dictates your budget. So if you pay for it in cash, it's not free. The other thing too, because this is where the stupidity of it comes in.
Okay.
I go and I see a jacket and it's $100. I'm like, oh man, I don't have the money to spend on that. I didn't put that in the budget. So now I go to the bank and I take out $100. Oh, I now have $100. I can pay for that jacket with cash and it's now free. Do you understand how faulty the thinking is?
Okay. Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah, what's your next one? This is fun.
Girl math is avoiding shipping costs by buying more.
Okay, I hadn't heard this one. I mean, this one actually, this is a case-by-case basis because this is something that I go through, especially with like sales, where it'll be, if you spend X amount of dollars, then it'll be, the whole thing will be 50% off or something like that, right? So it's a cost run analysis of, how much am I going to have to spend more compared to what I was originally going to spend? All right. Yeah. So sometimes, you know what? Finally, we have a potential winner with girl math. 1-to-1. 1-to-1. Look,
I'm so happy.
What? You're okay with girl math? It was amazing. We have 1 to 0.5. That's a 0.5. Okay. Because sometimes it can work. If we're saying that instead of spending $15 plus shipping, I spent $300. Okay. So it's a 1 to a 0.5. What's the next one?
Okay. If I buy something at a store and I return it, I'm making money.
This one. So I've heard that version of it. And then I've also heard, if I buy it and I return it and then I use that money. So let's say I buy a shirt for $50 and I return it and then I use that $50 to buy an item that's $100. I only spent $50. Right. So once again, That's not how math works, okay? You have already, I understand that in your mind you're saying, I have allocated these funds already. So these funds, but that doesn't mean that you didn't spend the money. If we're saying that the next item is free, no, because you've spent the $50. Right? What I will say as far as budgeting goes, okay, where you might have an argument, but this is not part of the girl math, so you don't get to get this part of the argument. If you say, well, I bought a shirt which is in my clothing budget, and then I return that and I use that $50 to buy a TV which is in my entertainment budget. Okay, because you took funds from one budget and reallocated them to another one. Does it mean that you only spent what the difference is? And here, this is where I had to do some boy math, right? I was like, all right. So if I buy a blaster and it's $200 and then I return that, but I use that money to go buy $400 worth of video games, it's like I spent $200 on video games, right? And the EP said to me, yes, that's exactly what it is. And I said, cool, let's go shopping. And she said, no. We don't have money in the budget for $400 worth of video games. And I said, you're right, we don't. But we have money in the budget for a steal of $400 of video games at only $200 worth. How could we not go and spend all the money right now? And it was at that moment that her girl math stopped making so much sense to her. We have any more?
The last one that I have saved on my on my Twix, it's basically the same. It's basically the same thing about shipping. If I don't spend enough to get free shipping, I'm losing money.
That's just oh, that one hurts the brain. Because God.
Yes. So, okay, let me tell you the quick story about
real quick, because there is one that you didn't say that I actually, if this is part of the girl math, 100% agree with it. So I'll give you a 1.5 to 2.
Okay, let me hear it.
If you use a gift card to buy something, it's free.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. But that's just common sense, right?
Well, wait. Is a gift card that you bought for yourself?
I was gonna say, no. Yeah, it's not a cash card that you keep reloading with the free cash that you find in the bank account. Okay? It's not the thing. No, I'm saying if you get a gift card from someone that you have not had to put any money into, whatever item you buy with that is 100% free, because that is not money that has come from your income in any way, shape, or form.
Right. Yes. Now, there's another one I liked. It's just coming up to me. If I have preloaded money on my Starbucks app, my drink is free.
No, because you put the money on there.
I know. I'm telling you. Okay, can I tell you about the funny ha-has? Because this is me.
We're going to say a very similar thing real quick, okay? Mm-hmm. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a trip inside of the psyche of a woman. She just wants to be told that everything she does is amazing. So amazing that it makes all this shit that she normally would have to pay for magically free. Okay? This is what it's like to talk to women. They just live in fantasy land where daddy pays for everything, and now it's all free. Okay, so what were you going to say? I'm sorry.
No, about how this lady blocked me on Instagram. Okay? So...
Wait, I'm okay, this has to do with girl math?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So I followed this. She's a very popular budgeting lady on Instagram. And she had a post that said, like, girl math is taking women back like years or something like that, right?
Preach, sister. Preach.
So I commented, and I still have the screenshot. I commented, I go, girl, it's not that serious. It's just for the funny ha-has. She blocked me. And I go, and so I asked Val, because we both follow the same budgeting lady. I go, did this bitch block me? And she goes, let me see if your comment's still there. She goes, yeah, I still see your comment. And, she screenshot it for me so I can see it. I was like, I can't get to her Instagram because, it's not popping up. It says the user doesn't exist. I was like, this bitch blocked me because I told her it's not that serious. It's for the funny ha-has. I didn't think I would get blocked for that. I don't think I deserve to be blocked for that. I still really liked her budgeting tips, but I'm like, damn, bitch, I guess.
So I'm of two minds on this one. Okay. No, I both two minds as to reasons why she blocked you.
Yeah.
The first one is she is actively trying to get people to be riled up. And you coming in and being like, MBD, haha. She's like, no, that goes against the narrative. I can't have this, right?
Yeah.
Or sometimes when you read text, it's different than how it was read when you sent it, right?
Yeah.
So maybe she just took offense to it. I'm trying to figure out how. Because when you say funny haha, it's really hard for me to be like, no, this person's coming at me. But I don't know, man. In social media is a really weird world with that stuff. So, God, getting blocked over funny ha-has.
Yeah, so that's one less lady about budgeting that I can't follow anymore. So
what was so special about this lady anyway?
I just liked some of the tips that she had, I think she was one of the first persons that said do the different how to pay down debt. She had the different there's the snowball, there's the avalanche, there's all these different types of ways that she talked about
in the Arctic. Just different Eskimos is how they have sex.
The avalanche.
Yeah. Oh, no,
the snowball.
We save that for Friday nights, okay? We can't do the avalanche. Okay? Daddy's gonna throw a hip out. Okay, can't now. Oh, okay.
But yeah, so
and also it sounds like she had a theme going too, like snowball, avalanche, trickle down, dusty snow.
I don't know if she was the one who actually came up with those terms. I'm sure they were used over and over again by other budgeters.
There we go. So she's not even original, so we don't need her tips because we can go get those from anyone.
From anyone else. Exactly.
Yes. You actually, even though I completely agree with the fact that girl math is taking females as a whole back to pre-slavery times. Completely think that you overreacted, even though you have the most poignant opinion about girl math that I've ever heard. While you are stupid for blocking the queen, you are a fucking genius for the way that you have disparaged girl math. What was this person's name? It doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter.
No, I was going to ask you to cut this part, but honestly, I don't even care. She doesn't deserve free advertisement on our TikToks.
We're not saying
no. I wanted to insert me commenting the funny ha-has, but I don't even want to do it.
Oh yeah, nah, we ain't giving her free publicity. What is she? A thermos? A Nerf colored gorger or gout? What is it called again?
Gorger?
It's the cup, the big cup. What do you drink out of? What it's called?
Oh, okay. So I remember you asking. It's a growler. A growler. Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to need you to put a sticker next to your computer that just says growler. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Also, real quick, speaking of your Nerf growler, I was actually going to buy those Nerf Crocs.
Yeah.
I was going to. And then our EP was like, no, they're ugly. And
wow.
For anyone who missed it, Judy almost choked when she heard what I said.
Wow, thanks, EP, I guess.
Yeah. The only thing that I will say that came out of that conversation, I didn't realize how many different styles of Croc there were.
Mm-hmm.
Different treads, and different. You can get different linings. I think I saw like one was like, an alpaca lined croc, and another one had like the silk from a spider in the Tibetan mountains. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. I thought they were just made out of rubber, like, or foam.
No, they have so many different kinds now.
Oh God. So yeah, I'm not getting Crocs.
Sorry.
All right. Now, was there anything else on girl math? I just want to make sure that we've gotten all of this out before I move on.
No, I will continue laughing funny ha-has at girl math. So
and if anyone up until this point had said, no, Ryan, it's a joke. Like, we get that this is actual bad budgeting advice. We totally get that. It's just like you were saying, we tell ourselves this to like trick ourselves. And then it's funny that multiple people do that. Like, I love it when someone puts a meme on social media and it's like, hey, remember that one time that you embarrassed yourself in second grade in front of that one girl that you didn't even really like that much, but it was so embarrassing, and the way she stared at you, you've never been able to forget it. And now it's 3 a.m. and this is all you can think about. That's funny to me because I relate to that. It obviously shows that we're both suffering from a mental illness, but it's incredible.
Is that your Roman Empire?
Don't get me started, okay? So for anyone wondering, the meme going around that was asking men specifically, I believe, how often do they think about the Roman Empire? And our EP asked me this question, and I will be honest, it's not that I think about it, but shut up. You shut up.
Oh, you shut up.
And she rolled and her foot hit the TV tray, and now she's trying to save face. Oh, she's gonna throw a pillow at me. Oh no, she's not. She's just trying to. She's okay. She's just moving. The one part of the couch is too hot, so now she has to go to the other part of the couch, which is much cooler.
I understand.
You know what I'm doing. Don't tell me. You don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, before I got distracted, I know I was talking about girl math. What was it saying?
Roman Empire.
Roman Empire, thank you. It's not that I think about the Roman Empire specifically every 2 weeks, but at least every 2 weeks, on top of just normal thinking about gladiators and Caesar and Colosseum-like stadiums, every 2 weeks or so, I will throw out E tu Brute, which is directly from the Julius Caesar play that Shakespeare wrote, and it's about a Roman Empire thing. So if we're going to be real about it, yeah, probably once every 2 weeks, I have a thought of the Roman Empire in some form. Why it's such a popular thing to talk about with people, I don't know. But let's be real, I had to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Roman Empire, Judy.
What?
How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
I don't. But it started, as like women asking men about how often they think about the Roman Empire. And then it started to like branch off, right? To where, what is a specific thing that you just kind of like constantly think about, like in the back of your mind, and you just kind of go back to that, just like when you were saying like, oh, remember when you did that embarrassing thing like back in high school? Like, that's like my Roman Empire, right? I still sporadically think about how I fell down the stairs when I was like a sophomore in high school in front of my crush, and I was like, damn, I really did that, like.
Damn.
And nobody helped me. Like, that's my Roman Empire.
Crush didn't help you either.
Nobody helped me up. Like,
I think that was the answer on if he was crushing back on you or not.
No. So exactly.
God, it must have been really awkward when you ended up blowing him behind the bleachers, huh?
Why would you say something like that?
What? It's It's high school.
I didn't do that in high school.
Judy, come on.
Brian.
Come on.
Right.
Come
I was one of those goody two shoe girls in high school.
Oh, and that's why you're a devil now? Come on. We all know. We all know what's going. It's okay, Judy. You could be honest. This is a safe space.
This is it's real. I honest to God, I was the goody two shoes. I had very strict Asian parents. I told you this before. Do you see what's happening back here?
Yeah,
There's
I
like a
see.
cat.
Yeah, there's like a cat, people.
There's like a cat playing with the stupid wires. Oh my God. I am getting attacked by my fur children and just coming at me left and right.
It's,
So
it's okay. We're gonna get through. You know, it's because they could tell it's a special Halloween edition. They just want to be a part of the festivities. Okay.
yeah.
Ah, it's so nice.
Anyways.
The Maui hook lights up. Um,
Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's cool.
Judy.
Actually, I just want to say, I love your costume. So when you stood up earlier, I saw the whole fit. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Anyone
It's
looking
so
on
great.
you at TABPOD? She's a big
So
old
great.
fella with some tattoos and sleeves covering. I mean, it's not really big enough to cover. Thankfully, you got pants on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go outside with just the, but we make it work.
Yeah. I dig it. I dig
And
it.
then for anyone wondering, this is only half of my costume. I'm going for Halloween. I'm going to be Maui 2 ways. And there will be ashes on my face. And I'll leave it at that and I'll let you figure out the rest of it, okay?
Okay. Anyways.
Judy, now that we've talked about something so uplifting like my costume, I want to talk about other uplifting things. And you got some updates for us.
Yes. House updates.
Ooh.
I know. So we have our closing date is it's the Friday before Thanksgiving week, and we're officially moving in that Monday. And so we're very excited.
Yay!
But it's like, okay, so now it's like very exciting, but also I'm just like anxious, right? Like, all right, like now we need to start packing. And Keith is like, well, we still have a whole month. But me being like the type A person, I go, technically, we work Monday to Friday. We really only have the weekends. Like, we gotta just start like yesterday packing. And I just remember the last time we moved, and I hate moving. I've moved 3 times, and I'm like, it's just a lot of stuff, right? And I don't know. I asked my Twix followers, I'm like, which is worse, packing or unpacking?
I would say unpacking. 100% unpacking. I'm actually kind of excited for the next time that I move because you're right. It sucks, right? But in my previous home, it was a fucking massive house. And then this is a adequate 2-bedroom apartment. So there was a lot. Like when I moved in here, everything was, I didn't have a living room for like 3 months because I was just going through and throwing everything away. So compared to the move in, I'm excited because it'll be a lot easier moving out. But I mean, I would much rather pack than unpack because look, I get it. For you as a type A person, you're probably like, oh, every box needs to have every special thing, and we have to have the right kind of peanuts in this box. And oh no, that's porcelain, so it's got to have different kind of peanuts than the regular Like I get it. Like for you, it's a whole thing. You know how I move? I move like a guy moves, and I take the glassware and I wrap it in my towels and I put those in a box. Okay, that's how we.
Yeah, no, I do that too.
Travis Kelsey, 2 things at once. That's what. But my point is that while you are more meticulous with everything, and look, that's how I start. Okay, that's
Right.
probably how you end. That's how I start. So by the
Yeah.
end, it's just like, okay, we're gonna put a sheet and we're gonna tie it to each corner, and then we're gonna tighten it so it becomes a ramp, and then we're just gonna throw all the items onto the sheet, and the ramp, and then that's just what happens for the rest of the packing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why to me, packing is much easier than unpacking. Because with the unpacking, it's actually okay. I got to go through this, and I got to put it.
Right. Put everything away.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just moved into this place. So do I really want to put this here? Or do I want to put it? And then you know how I am with decisions. Like used with the TikTok. Remember, I had to turn the TikTok off. I couldn't go on for 3 days because I couldn't make a decision on saying something. So now I got to make nothing but constant decisions on Ryan. It's okay. You can put the thing in one spot and then later on move it. No, this is the one time I get to make this decision ever. So unpacking can be a bit much. Plus,
I think so.
Plus, with the unpacking, also normally, now don't get me wrong, I get that you can unpack over months or whatever, right? But normally when you start to unpack, it's after you've moved everything. So you're already exhausted. And you're just like, fuck, I don't want to do this, but I also need to have dishes in the morning.
Exactly. So, which is perfect. Yeah, it's like perfect for us to move that week because Keith is off all week from school.
Yeah, because it's
perfect.
Weekend. So wait, how's he get the whole week off?
They get all. It's like school is out for Thanksgiving. It's just Thanksgiving weekend.
Holidays you guys get in Texas? Fair Day, and now he just gets the entire week of Thanksgiving. This is some Texas shit. I guarantee you, where they're like, "Oh, Thanksgiving was really about us, so we take the whole week off." God damn it, Houston's.
Texans just all around.
No, it's the Texas population, but it's really the Houston's fault.
Yeah, I feel though now, is it more schools? I don't know if it's schools out there also are off all week, but I feel that a majority of the schools around the country have now started being off all week for Thanksgiving.
It's possible. I'm 90% sure it's just Thanksgiving weekend still.
Just the Thursday, Friday.
But as we talked about earlier during the co-parenting chronicles, that's the EP's.
That's the EP question. EP will. She'll message us next week after this episode drops.
Related, and it's with the EP, right? I looked at the calendar the other day, and I was like, "Damn, we got a lot of stuff." I put all this in here, and I was like, "Oh yeah, the EP did it. Okay,
the EP did it. Yeah."
And then I closed the calendar, completely forgot everything that was in it.
Of course, typical man.
Wow.
But so that's like our updates, and I'm just so excited. Like I can't wait to get out of this rental. Like I feel like no one out there except for Keith knows how much we're so ready to get out of this rental. Like this house is falling apart. And if I wish I could just take you guys on like a quick tour to show you all like the foundation issues that have happened to this house. It's I don't know.
So this is one of those things you and I somewhat disagree on, only because if I'm renting, I don't give if it's in the nice area, and I don't give a shit about the foundation. Okay, I don't care if the house falls apart. Like it's not mine.
Exactly. It's not our problem, but it's still a sore. Like it's an eyesore. I was gonna say a sore eye. It's an eyesore.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I personally, now granted, my place is immaculately meticulous. Murder Bear can tell you about that, but I don't know. I don't have an issue with that. So, but either way, like you got foundational issues and stuff. So I get it.
Cracks, leaks when it storms. Yeah. So we're just so ready to move. And then like now my problem is
I'm so happy. Where's the leak at?
There was a leak in the guest room. There's like a crack in the roof. leaking when it storms. There's
Yeah,
also
so that would
another
be
crack.
like not the guest room, but the bedroom. Because then
No,
you
no,
put
no, it's the guest room.
no. I get that. I'm saying if it was in the
Mhm.
bedroom, because then you just put a cup, and then you wake up in the middle of the night. You've already been up, or
That's
you've been
gross.
no, you're super restful from the entire night of hearing the rain coming down.
Oh,
And
I thought you were.
then, I'm so thirsty. Oh, perfect. A cup of water is right there. And then what have you done? You've now made it so that the cup is ready to get more water. And then you wake up in the morning. Oh, there's more water. It's awesome.
Why are you like that?
Why do I love sustainability? I don't know. Maybe I just love the planet too much, okay?
Oh my god.
As Maui,
Okay.
the protector of its people, I must. I don't remember. He made a lot of shit. I don't think he was actually like a protector of anything. Maybe. I don't know.
He was. I'm pretty sure they were supposed to save like the village that they ruled over.
Well,
Or something.
you're
Anyways. Yeah. Thank you. That's the song.
But yeah, I mean, okay, so you got the okay.
Yep.
I didn't realize about the leak. I'll give you that. That would actually,
Yeah. And the thing is, right? Like I've sent pictures to the maintenance people just so they know. I've meticulously have sent every picture of all these little things so they can come back like you did that. Like, bitch, how we gonna do this? How we gonna put a crack on the roof or on the ceiling? Sorry.
That's interesting to me. My apartment complex is dope with that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I could put a hole in. I haven't, but I'm sure I could put a hole in the wall and be, all right, cool. We'll come on Tuesday and patch it. The tub faucet in Asher's room was just going. It wouldn't stop no matter what. Right? I'm pretty sure a gasket went out and it was causing the water pressure to not be able to get stopped. And literally didn't say anything, just came in the next day, fixed it. Oh, God. Kudos to the maintenance people of my apartment complex. I can't say the name of it because I don't need stalkers, but
no, don't do
kudos
that.
to those men, all of you with your hammers and your screwdrivers. We appreciate you here in a conversation with Judy and Ryan. Yeah. And as we learned 2 weeks ago, I'm a man of the people. I'm always down at the plumbers union, gallivanting. So,
okay, but
my jilted lovers.
Are you just putting all the Ryanisms together right now?
Yeah, because that's what I do when I go down to the plumbers union.
Gallivanting with jilted lovers.
I gallivant with my jilted lovers. Yes,
I love it.
Go ahead. You were gonna say something.
No, I was gonna say, so back to the house stuff. Now, aside from like unpacking there, I've been on a kick of trying to figure out what furniture I want for the house. And I brought this up to my coworkers that I want a new like bedroom set because our current bedroom set is a bunch of like random furniture pieces that Keith and I had when we both lived separately, and they've just kind of accumulated. And I feel that having a matching bedroom set makes me feel very grown up. And I've not had a matching bedroom set, I think, ever.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Look.
Yeah. So it's something I'm like,
whatever makes you feel like a grown up, good. You know what makes me feel like a grown up? When I have to pay the fucking rent.
Pay bills.
Yeah. When I pay the rent, I'm okay. I'm a grown up right now. And then I look at my matching bedroom set and I go, God damn it, I'm so much more of a grown up because of this. This is awesome.
Saying.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And then you know what? Speaking of things going on, you had said that you were going to stop drinking caffeine because you were trying to put a little real man inside of your tummy. And I just want to say, we had over the weekend.
My uterus.
Wow, you don't got to be so graphic about it. Okay?
I'm just trying to be more anatomically
This is a
correct
family
here.
show. For you to be putting out just all of your womanly body parts out there like that, it's just,
First of all, it's not your tummy, it's your uterus. It's not your stomach, it's your uterus.
oh my God, we get it. The female body is precious and needs to be talked about in the most respectable. Whatever. Your fucking tummy is expanding. No, I don't actually think that the baby is in your stomach where the acid is. Fuck. Mom, my toe hurt. Why? Ow, ow, ow.
Anyways, just wanted to correct you on that end.
Because in his mom's tummy, he was just doing flamenco dances because of the acid on his feet the whole time. You know, some babies get used to it and just, all right, cool. This I'm, like Keith got used to it. I'm a man now. I just deal with the acid. Not after he's like, ay, 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 dun, 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 dun. Because that's how flamenco dancers sound, apparently. Anyway, we were talking about something. Anything else? Anything else?
Caffeine. Let's continue on.
Yeah.
Yes.
You say you're going to quit caffeine so that you can get a real man put inside of your uterus.
Yeah.
And where were you during the production meeting? I
was on my way in the car to Dutch Bros.
That's right. Okay. Yep. So I don't think that you're taking this whole baby thing seriously. I'm just going to throw that out there. I feel like me are the only ones who are serious about this whole baby thing. And you're just out here just treating your body like a pile
gallivanting to Dutch Bros.
Yeah. Okay. Just putting all of these poisons into your body when you need to be treating it like a temple for the sacred holding of a real man's child. Okay. Cut it out with the caffeine. No caffeine, no more sugar, no more processed food, okay? We're getting serious about baby talk.
Okay. All right.
That is a verbal contract. So you agreed on all that. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how it's done.
Wow. Ryan just put me in my place. You know what? That's it. Done deal.
I just want the best for mine and Keats. I mean, your and Keats' baby. You know,
for the tab pod baby.
Tab pod baby. Yes, this baby's getting merch. All right, no. So we only got a couple minutes left. We had a Ryan's. We're changing the name again because
it's a work in progress.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. So I think we're gonna call it Ryan's rebuttal now.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna hit the gong, but what was the rebuttal for the Halloween edition?
Oh, I wanted you to. Is it rebut? Anyways, rebut that sexy costumes on women are actually boring.
So I have to talk about why sexy costumes are boring?
Yes.
Okay. 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 So I'm upset because I thought that this was going to be a harder version of this question. Because I thought you were going to say, why are women's costumes that are sexy not just doing the same thing? And I was going to be like, fuck, I got to talk about different ways that cleavage is creative. I don't want to do that. Plus, as a man, I appreciate the sexy costumes so much, right? But they're 1,000% boring. Because what is every sexy costume? It's a different costume that was already created that's now been sexified. And do you know what sexifying is? It means you have no stomach, you have cleavage, and you're in a skirt. That's it. Sexy nurse, sexy firefighter, sexy boxer. It's all the
sexy nun.
Mm-hmm. Sexy nun. Why is the nun showing so much midriff? I don't know. Oh, it knew. So yeah, I'm going to say that's why sexy outfits are boring, because they're uncreative. You guys don't. be something creatively sexy. Like if you want to do it like Doja Cat, where you cover yourself in crystals, but you're not wearing anything else. Okay, I get it. That's an actual sexy outfit because you ain't wearing anything. I can see all the goodies, but you're all covered and it's creative. But don't hit me with this fucking I'm sexy Mario. Oh, I put a hat on and I'm not wearing a bra under my overalls. Get the fuck out of here.
Sexy Shrek.
Well, I think that's the one thing where I don't know if you, I mean, look, I get that there's and a kink for everyone, but I think a sexy Shrek is just a bit too far. All right, that does it for Station with Judy and Ryan this week. Happy Halloween to everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Have fun. I want to hear stories about how you purged. I mean, how you safely hung out with your family. And no,
wow.
Thank you guys. I know. I got look, you always gotta have a little darkness on Halloween, right?
Yeah.
But enjoy the holiday if it's a holiday for you, because in Texas it's probably a day off because fucking they just get make believe days off.
They actually don't get Halloween off, but yeah.
Blue collar state like Nevada will be working. Which is ironic because Nevada Day used to be on Halloween.
It did.
And so up until I was like in 6th grade, I would always get Halloween off. And I was so confused why I was seeing these Halloween kids movies, why kids were going to school. What the fuck? There's no school on Halloween. This is stupid. And then you're like, oh, we can't have too much of a good thing. It's got to be the 4th Friday of October now. Anyway, I'm not going to be on a whole soapbox about my Nevada Day and how you don't mess with a good thing. Anyway, that's it for this week's episode. We do appreciate you. We will be back next week. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and follow us on all of the social medias, Twix, TikTok, and of course, YouTube at she's Judy De La Hoochie, and
that's my TikTok.
Yeah, that's the at TikTok, and I'm at TabPod, at TABPOD. And we'll see you next week. Bye!
Bye!
You're welcome!